the snow. Hello and welcome. I am your host, the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. I'd like to thank our sponsors at Procyon Partners. Procyon, one of the top 50 fastest growing companies in the nation. They specialize in employee benefits, wealth management, and retirement planning. President Sean Rabinowitz, proud supporter of our podcast network and everything we do. Green Street Trust International, owned and operated by Rennell Jump and UConn legendary men's basketball player Jake Voskuhl. They specialize in tax plans for businesses large or small. They will save you money or get you a big fat return on your taxes. To schedule your free strategic tax planning session today, go to www.greenstreettrust.com. Pete Finch and the Finch Law Firm is located in Bridgeport, Connecticut. If you've suffered any type of personal injury, slip and fall, car accident, your mother-in-law ran you over with her car, your wife got angry one night and decided to stab you, the Finch Firm is for you. Pete has won legal battles all across the state of Connecticut. He will go to war to get every dollar you deserve in compensation. You just have to remember, in a pinch, call Finch or go to his website, thefinchfirm.com. Dynamic Human Performance is owned and operated by UConn legendary running back Andre Dixon. He trains boys and girls of all ages, all sports. He has a boot camp program 7 days a week, 6 a.m. You want to get in shape, you go to Andre. He has an athletic development program where he trains boys and girls in the sport of their choice from the ground up, helps them reach their full potential, be the best they can possibly be. Andre has sent boys and girls to college on scholarship for all different types of sports. To work with the best, he has a 5,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility in Hartford, Connecticut. Go to www.dynamichumanperformance.com. All right, and we are here for Husky Talk with the best of the best. That's what I bring to you. And with me, as always, he is still the leading tackler for defensive linemen in a single season. Mr. Robert Belcuore also runs Cornerstone Financial, which will take care of all your financial needs, wealth management, retirement planning, and insurance. How's
You're
that
so
sound?
good. You're so good. I know you are so good at what you do. I want to get you to come sell for me. That's what I want.
Yeah, I wish I could. I wish I could. Getting a license, I don't know if I could pass the test. If you give me a cheat sheet, maybe I can get it in. But
Belcuore will get you the answers somehow because you know he didn't pass it.
That's for sure.
And we also have former 15-year NFL veteran and UConn tight end, Mr. Brian Kozlowski, who was kind enough to hang out with me before the Air Force game and take me out. And I had a wonderful evening, and I still get to brag about that to everyone. So thank you for that.
That's only because he picked up the bill for the first time in his life.
You're right. I'm sure he was the first.
I had to break the piggy bank. The piggy bank was broken.
Yeah. We've been saving it for 40, 50 years, and we just had to break for that night.
He went to the pension. He went to the NFL pension and pulled some money out for that scotch that we knocked off.
You know what I tell everyone too? The funniest part was it's Halloween, and we walk in there, and I'm seeing all these costumes, and I'm like, am I in the right place? And then I see Koz waving me down. I'm like, that's Brian Kozlowski. He knows who I am. He's waving at me. I have to come sit down. And then the three of us, I think we were the only ones there that were not in attire.
Yeah, Belcuore's little buddy sitting next to him wasn't in a costume.
That's right. That's right. That's
Nice
right.
kid. Nice kid. Well, I'm trying to be Kaz, so I'm Kaz 82 on this call because my whole life I just try to be Kaz because you got all the recognition. Defensive linemen get nothing. Nobody knows who the leading
No, they
tackler
don't.
is.
They
They
don't.
don't
They
know. They
don't.
don't give a
They don't.
rip. They don't care. They just want to know who the guy who scored the touchdowns. That's why he's
I'm
got the
gonna-
pretty wife.
I'm going to get a bracelet, WWBKD. What would Brian Kozlowski do? That's what I'm
That's it.
Instead of what would Jesus would do, I'm going to get what Koz
Yeah.
would do.
I love it.
I think that'll
you
do.
can do it. Take it over. Send me some proceeds from it.
And Koz, I believe your company is Tag Street, right?
Tag risk.
God
Yeah,
damn
we do
it.
insurance. Yeah,
Tag
it's a buddy of mine.
Tag risk,
Yeah.
tag
You
risk,
need
tag
any
risk.
commercial type of insurance, we got you.
All right. Well, I got a couple for you. I'll give them to you after the show. Tag risk.
Nice.
I said Tag Street. Well, I was 1 for 2 there.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to get your opinions first off. Mora leaves 2 days after the last game, and chaos ensues. We go on a little bit of a search, and we name the OC Gordon Samus, Gordy. He's the interim head coach. And, it was a difficult transition. They go through their hiring process. They don't get their first choice. They get probably their second or third.
Who was the first choice? Steve,
It
who
was,
the first?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say it.
All right, whatever.
Burton's
Okay, leave it alone.
Burton's
probably
probably not watching. Burton's
He's-
not watching.
Yeah,
Jason
he's got
Candle.
preference.
It was Terry Smith from Penn State.
Got it. Okay.
They wanted Terry Smith from Penn State, and it didn't work out with him because they brought in the new head coach, and they ended up keeping Terry Smith on staff. So that was big.
That's good. That's big. Yeah.
But we get Jason Candle from the MAC. He comes from Toledo. He had some great seasons. He won some MAC championships. It wasn't the splashy hire, the sexy hire that probably we needed to make, like a name hire. You heard John Gruden's name mentioned. You heard Chip Kelly's name mentioned. And then Jason Candle comes up. And I just want to start with Mr. Belcuore here. You hear Jason Candle. What are your initial thoughts?
Yeah, well, let me just take one step back before that. I think that if I could, I have strong feelings about this.
Great.
In the sense of this, right? Kaz and I were talking about this yesterday. So to Jim Mora, who basically shows these kids the way, buy in, come play, finish strong, right?
Family.
We're going to take you there, shoulder to shoulder, foxhole mentality. Okay. They buy into that. They go 9-3. Great job, coach. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And I get the fact that it's capitalism at its best, but the NCAA has to do something because for a coach to leave like that, leave those kids high and dry and hanging, and call it what it is. You left them high and dry, as far as I'm concerned. They're influential. They're younger.
And he stole some of them.
Okay, which is, but that's capitalism. I can finish finish the season. Finish what you started. Okay, now, I get it. Okay, they're making me sign this contract. No, here's what I got to do. I got to finish strong because I don't want to do that to you, Colorado State. I don't want to do that to you. So the NCAA, in my opinion, has a big issue because I think it erodes the moral fabric of the country. And most athletes understand about moral fabric. So now you're eroding it. That's what I'm going to say. As far as the coach is concerned, he's supposed to be a great coach. I'm sure he's going to motivate the kids. If he finishes strong, I'm good. Just finish strong, okay? Do what you say you're going to do, okay? I'm done. I'm off my soapbox. Take it away, Kaz.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I don't know. The whole college thing now with all this stuff. Even, look at the thing now, Ole Miss, he's gone. Why don't they start these done playoffs. They should be done with this whole playoff thing on New Year's Day, and you coach all the way till the end, and that's it. And then you can leave. But this stuff is crazy what they're doing now. Leaving a team like Ole Miss, you got into the championship. It's like,
crazy.
Come on,
crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I agree. And, they put in the new legislation with the transfer portal, cutting it to only 15 days, thinking that it was going to make coaches stay longer and, make kids stay longer from announcing going into the transfer portal. And it kind of had the opposite effect because it went from, it started in December, it lasted for 30 days. Now it's going to January 2nd, and it's only lasting 15 days. So kids are thinking, I got to get in the portal earlier.
Yeah, of course.
And I have to start working on finding a home. And then it's the same thing with the universities. Brian Kelly, and I don't like Brian Kelly. I despise Brian Kelly. He was 5-3 and gets fired. And, there were so many coaches fired before November even started. It was the most in college football history. I think it had the opposite effect. I think they really have to put in legislation similar to the NFL where, you gotta wait until the season's over at least.
100%. There's more restriction in it. There's more restriction in the NFL than there is in college right now.
There is.
So my daughter goes to Florida Atlantic. I got the jersey.
FAU, yes.
FAU. So she dates the punter on the team. Kudos to Sean. Kicker. You're right. Thank you. I'm thinking Sean Fay. Okay.
I was there. I met him. I saw him.
All right. So he has to make a decision. And my daughter's dating him. And so I'm kind of watching this kid, right? He's a nice kid. He's a good kid. He's got to jump in the portal. Now watch this. You guys don't know about this. Jumps in the portal. Guess what FAU does? You got to get out of the housing. So he's waiting. He jumps in the housing.
Him out of the housing?
They said, if you don't get out of the housing, this is what the fee is. So as soon as you hit the portal, they're done with you. So think about the optics that I'm telling you about now from the student side. So guess what? My daughter's got to go to Home Depot. The kid's from Georgia. Got to go get bags, pack up his stuff. Doesn't really even know where he's going yet, but he's got to get out. So he's got to go to a hotel because he's got to get out. Because think about it, who's covering him? Nobody's covering you into the portal. So I'm thinking, oh my God, from the optics of a player, are you freaking kidding me? This whole thing doesn't make any sense.
That's
a disaster.
Disgusting.
It's nuts, right?
That they did that. That they wouldn't even let the kids stay in the apartment. It's like you got to go. Like.
Well, it's not an apartment. It was housing.
It was
an
housing.
apartment, but it's housing, right? But this is other issues that come about.
Oh my God!
Soon as it's not even the covering of the coaches anymore, you lose that right away. That's done, right? You absolutely lose that. Now the university goes, get out. We need the housing because there's a housing shortage, and if not, it was something like $100 a day.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy like that. I can't believe they did that to him. And, the portal is almost done. I mean, I think it's got like a week left in it. UConn had its first weekend visit up. But has he had any luck with visits? Has he committed anywhere yet?
Yeah, he went to Old Dominion. So he ended up getting to Old Dominion. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, but
good.
I'm only telling this story because of the ripple
situation.
effect. The ripple effect. You follow? So, and you know what else? The whole thing is
a ripple effect, man.
It's all a ripple effect, right? Like Kaz, can you imagine ever leaving any of us and be like, I'm out of here, I'm going somewhere else? Like, no way.
Yeah, it'd be tough. That would be it's a weird situation.
That's what I say too. Like, I couldn't picture that for you guys because UConn. I mean, the biggest thing there was family, was brotherhood, was loyalty.
It was finish what you started. Finish the freaking thing. Yeah.
You guys don't quit, and you guys never did that. So I could never picture this working out. And it's just getting worse and worse. And, they're trying to put legislation behind it, and it hasn't gone through because the NCAA wants antitrust exemption so they can't get sued because they've been sued and they always lose. But you're seeing this. There were close to 6,000 kids in the transfer portal.
Wow.
As of now, 30% of them have been signed. So that leaves thousands of kids without a home.
Hold on. Let me ask some statistics here. How many Division I football programs are there?
136.
Call it 135 for even math, right? So about 100 on each. That's 13.
This ought to be good. Oh.
So that's 13,000 kids, right? 13,000. Yeah, I went to UConn. My math is pretty good. 13,000 kids, and you're telling me 6,000? So half of the Division I football players went to the portal?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
That's insane.
Yeah. According to the Dave subscribes to the portal report, which gives you the info. I mean, the only true one is the portal tracker that the schools have that gives the legitimate information, but everyone announces when they're going in the portal. So there's sites that track it.
Wow.
So,
half the college players go to the portal. And how many are still sitting in there?
There's 38% have been signed.
So call it 60% are still sitting in that portal.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. That's what's sick.
That's good. It's crazy.
Crazy. They believe the grass is greener on the other side.
Oh, everybody does. Everybody does.
UConn, we had a running back by the name of Victor Rosa. He was the leading rusher on the 2023 team.
22, number 22, right? We met his mom, Kaz. We met his mom in the parking lot. Go ahead. You know who loves this kid? D'Amelio.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Joe D used to break my balls because I love him too. I just love the way he plays.
What happened?
Well, I mean, he went into the portal, and he ended up at Ohio, and he got a
University of Ohio. University of Ohio. The frig is that? They even play football out there?
He got a worse deal. Well, and we're going to see him next year because we play the University of Ohio. But he goes in and he gets a worse deal. Now,
I didn't even know Colorado State, they play football or they ski. Yeah. What do they do in Colorado State?
Well, that's the craziest part is Mora goes to Colorado State. It's not like he got this monster contract to go there.
Yeah. He went to go ski. He's going to ski. He's a skier.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's not big on coaching. He likes to ski. And
he did a good job. I'm only coach.
He did.
I'm only busting your chops. You're a downhill skier, or maybe what's that other skiing that you do?
He's got a place in Utah. That's what he wanted to be closer to his place in Utah. Kaz has a second home somewhere. So
right. I got one. That's all I need.
But yeah, it's just getting so out of control right now. The money is getting out of control. So the University of Miami, their quarterback, Carson Beck, was one of the highest paid, what was, I believe, the highest paid player in college football this year. He was getting $10 million.
He made 10?
10.
I thought it was 4 something.
No, he got 10. The Duke quarterback got 4. But Carson Beck.
What did the kid from Texas get? The Manning kid.
Oh, he gets paid more than Beck does based on NIL deals and everything. He gets close to 18 based on the school money and the NIL. Yeah, I mean it's just outrageous.
He's gonna take a pay cut.
Let me ask you a question. I give you a lot of credit. It's amazing how much you know. So for those that are watching, you do. All right. So let me ask you this. I'm going to get a little personal. What does the top UConn player get paid, roughly? We know?
The top UConn player got paid this year was $150,000.
$150,000. Wow.
We spent in total probably $800,000, like just under $1 million.
All right, that's university money, not alumni, right? Kaz probably put $1 million in there, right?
Yeah, I believe I believe it was university money because we've kind of pulled back with the NIL, and the universities are allowed to pay $20 million a year per athletic department. Now, most schools spend $15 million just on football. UConn couldn't even spend $1 million on football.
That's crazy.
So
that's hard to be. But good, you know what? Good for you. Good for UConn. Good for UConn.
No, I mean they managed it well. Yeah,
that's great.
To go 9-3, yeah, but we went 9-3. So God bless you, Moore. You did a good job. Maybe we don't know what we're talking about. Maybe Moore's like, I can't win anymore.
Mr. Belcuore, by all respect,
you better call me Mr. Kaz. I'm Mr. Kaz today, number 82. You see it. You see it right there, don't you?
Listen, you could be the head coach. I'll be the OC. Kaz can be the DC. We could have beaten UAB, Florida Atlantic, FIU. I mean, we could have beaten those schools. I mean,
that's a good point.
They didn't challenge. They beat Duke, which was the ACC champion, which was great.
That's no joke. That's no joke. With the good quarterback or not with the good quarterback?
With the good quarterback. Yep.
Come on, that's impressive.
It was very impressive. Very impressive.
That's impressive.
And we beat BC. Yeah. That was the first, a great win. Only the second time in history we beat BC, even though they were a one-win team. But we didn't play this really impressive schedule. Now, and that's part of the reason that it's hurting us getting into a conference, because our home games average 23,000 people a home game. That doesn't work, and that's why conferences have shied away from us. And when we played Duke, we had 38,000 people. We were close to a sellout. It was the highest attendance in nearly 15 years. Yeah,
that's great.
Wow.
Yeah. That shows that the Connecticut fans will come if you play good opponents.
Yeah, it makes sense. And if you want to play good, but that makes sense.
Well, like the game we went to, Birmingham or whatever. No, we went to Birmingham.
Oh, that's right. You guys were down there for that.
And there was no one there.
I remember seeing the glare off the seats there.
Yeah, there was no one in that student section. There was no one. The end zones were empty. There was a little bit on the sides, and that was it. Mostly everyone up in the boxes.
I got a question.
Yes.
So, Connecticut fans know how to show up, right? We have two greatest basketball programs in the history of the world. Okay, so we know how to show up. They know how to show up. It's just that they're not playing the right opponents. And going 9-3 and then ending with Duke. I think it comes down to the fact that it's really the money. Where's Burton? We got to get him to cough up some more money.
I'll be sure. I'll
where's
let him know
Rabinowitz? Rabinowitz too. He's got some money. Yeah, who else has got money yet? Where's Marky D? Marky D. Get
Danilio, yeah. He's got just get his pocket change. We'll be fine.
Get his beautiful daughters. Dixie and what's the other daughter name, Brian? Dixie and Charlie. Dixie and Charlie. Mark, if you listen to this, we need your backing. Let's go. Step it up. Although he does a great job. Let's give him
listen.
He really does. He's
a rock star. At the game, everyone's calling out his name. It's insane.
Him and Burton, I give so much credit to.
I told myself I wasn't going to tell a lot of stories, but I got to tell you a story. Can I tell you a quick story? All right. So those of you got it on the call, you know that Mark, his daughters are the first TikTok sensations, Charlie and Dixie, two beautiful girls. Okay. So this is a true story. I got a daughter the same age as Charlie. Her name's Alexa. She's the one that goes to Florida Atlantic. And so I'm in my house and she comes running upstairs. She, hey, Dad, you know Mark D'Amelio? I go,
no.
I said, he goes, no, you got to know him, Dad. He went to UConn. I got hit in the head so many times. I don't even know who Kaz is anymore. So I said, hey, Daddy, there's a lot of people that went to UConn. He's your same age. Now, when I knew him, he was Marky D, the DJ. He was the DJ at Huskies. Okay. So I told you the story, but I never told you on. So about 2 weeks later, I get a friend request from Mark. So I'm like, okay, I know who this is. I go, I see Sean Fay, I see Kaz, I see Billy Facto. These are guys that we played with, and the light bulb was off. So I said, hey, Lex, come here. Is this the guy you were talking about? She goes, yeah, Dad. Oh my God. You're gonna friend him? I was like, yeah, I know who he is. I go, he was Marky D, the DJ, and his famous line at the end of the night. at Huskies or Ted's, I forget which one he was at, was you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. And everybody would clear out. So anyway, he's done a great job for the university. I think we got to give him a plug. Thank you, Mark.
We do for sure. Everything that he's done, everything that Burton's done.
And Burton too, yeah.
It's tough. It's tough because, it's year in and year out that they have to give this money. It's not just a one-time deal.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. It's a lot.
To keep going back.
We got to shake Koz upside down. It ain't going to be easy. We're going to try to get the change out of his freaking pockets.
Yeah, well, you grab one leg, I grab the other. We'll shake it out.
Oh, God.
But it's forklift.
It's so amazing, crazy. Though. Then you got teams like SMU that how they got good. They put $100 million in 1 year.
$100 million.
Yeah,
a lot of money. A lot of money in Texas.
We need oil wells. We need oil wells in Connecticut.
Yep. They got a lot of money down there. Same thing with, obviously, Indiana's Mark Cuban, right? That he bought a team.
Yeah.
Indiana did not win a conference champion since 1967.
This was the first time they won, and the first time they've had two back-to-back 10-win seasons.
So what is this now? It's just buy a team? I go, okay.
It honestly is.
It's just buy a team. Mark Cuban puts up the money, and
Oregon,
buy a team. Oregon, it's
$40-50 million. Texas Tech, the billionaire guy at Texas Tech. They got involved. They bought it's buying the best players. But that's where we talked about loyalty. So that's what I wanted to ask. Okay, if you're coming in and you're a transfer and you may be on your second team, do you have loyalty? Are you looking to leave if you have a dominant year? Are you looking to get paid? Is it easier to leave if that loyalty isn't with you? Do you feel?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, these guys. If you're getting paid all that money, you're out of there now. Because
for you, it's like free agency. I know obviously you have loyalty to your teammates and everything, but you have to take care of your family first.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you have opportunities to make more somewhere else, you're gonna explore them.
Yeah, you got to. If that's what they get, but look at what happened. Like that kid from Tennessee, the quarterback, that Nico kid. He thought he was a hot shot. Then he leaves. He gets half the money that he made from Tennessee, and then the other kid comes in from UCLA and does a pretty good job for him. So it's double-edged sword. You think you're doing the right thing. You think you get worth all this money, and things go haywire.
Yeah, and Koz down there. The UConn's highest player was a kid who didn't even see the field.
No.
Yeah, it was the quarterback, Nick Evers.
Wow.
And the other story I'll tell you is Nick Evers took all the reps during 2 weeks of practice leading up to the bowl game.
And didn't start.
He was going to start. Well, didn't start.
Go ahead.
They're looking for him Thursday. It was a Thursday before they were letting them off for Christmas break. The game was the 27th. Mm-hmm. They couldn't find him. Not answering his phone. No one knows where he is. Meetings, practice, misses it all. They get a text. I'm going into the transfer portal.
All right, hold on. I'm getting sick to my stomach. Okay, you're telling me this kid take $150,000. He takes the reps because the other kid says
2 years. 2 years he got $150,000.
Takes the reps leading up to bowl game, and then as a true man. So Nick, if you're watching this, you text and you say, "Hey guys, I'm a little bit of a wussy, so I won't call or I won't show up." I got news for you. These guys could not play for Jackson Koz. They could not play. There's no way.
Well, that's.
And I gotta tell you, Nick, don't put a resume across my desk. I ain't hiring you. I want to know if you got punched in the face and if you got grit, if you got moral compass, and if you're coachable. It's disgusting. I don't even want to hear this.
It is because he could have started next year. He came in initially and was the starter of the 2024 season. He did terrible against Maryland, got a concussion. Fagnano comes in, does great, and then they kept trying to go back to Evers. He started, I think, 7 games or 6 games, but he never really performed up to expectations. This was a 4-star recruit. He had transferred twice already. So to me, that's a red flag.
It's a red flag. It's a freaking red flag right off the get-go.
That's what bothers me. Yeah. And Cos, like, that's what I look at. If a kid has already transferred twice and we're his third school, like,
done.
Doesn't that speak volumes about his character and what he's about?
Has he got picked up yet?
Evers has not. No.
Yeah, he's one of the 60% sitting in Porterville. It's like Homelessville.
It really is Porterville.
It is. Yeah.
It is. And,
so what do these kids do? So they go in the portal. And they don't get picked up. Then what happens? You're out?
Well, no, they have time to sign. Like, they can get signed between now and up until the summer. But they got rid of the summer transfer portal. So there's only one true transfer portal. So the kids who are in it now are the only kids that will be allowed to stay in it.
The only good thing
they have time to get signed if it doesn't work out soon. But most of the guys try to get signed right away.
I'm gonna say the only good thing about all this. You want to know the only good thing about all this is? I don't think anybody's going to break my 35-year record on most tackles as a defensive lineman because nobody stays around.
No one's going to play 4 years.
Nobody's going to stay around.
No one's going to play 4 years. I mean, the majority of our defense transferred. The defensive linemen transferred. The other top linebackers graduated. Like, everything's going to be new. We had our first class in, and we signed a couple kids. We signed a transfer quarterback. We signed a defensive lineman. The biggest reported signee was
from where?
It was Texas. He ended up coming from Texas. So
University UT?
Yeah, he was a redshirt freshman at the University of Texas. But that was he played this past year. He was okay, but nothing special. But we took him.
Did I ever tell you? I don't know if I ever told you the story. Sometimes I can't remember if we were telling the stories over scotch with me, you, and Brian on that bar, or if it was on the podcast. Because sometimes I kind of wanted to hear the same story. The story about our senior year, where I was a captain as a junior, and Chapman was a captain as the senior. Kaz and I weren't the captains in our senior year. Kaz, I don't think we ever talked about that. I don't know how.
I don't think I was ever a captain. No, yeah. I didn't. No one liked me on the team because I always pushed them and stuff after plays.
Because you didn't talk. Nobody even knew if you were able to talk. They were like, "Is he a mute?" I'm like, "He's on the spectrum. Just leave him alone. He's on the spectrum." All right. So, Sully, did I ever tell you this story?
No, but I think I'm probably on the spectrum too, so it's okay.
All right, so here's the story, quick story, and it's not about me. I'm telling you a story about society and the difference. That's all I want to say. That's the purpose
of the podcast. That's what we want.
So my junior year, I'm a captain. My senior year, we come back. I have a couple issues with leading the team in tackles and personal fouls. The combination is not great, So, 7 steps and then hitting the quarterback, I thought was acceptable. Fagnano was like, that's not acceptable.
7 steps.
All right. So basically, I'm not the captain in my senior year. And they make that announcement at the award ceremony with my parents there. Everybody's there. They give it out all the awards and stuff. And I think back, if I would never gone into the portal, because you know what I did? This is a true story. So I got by to my parents. I drove my car to Horseborn Hill. Those of you at UConn know that.
Horseborn Hill, yes.
Yeah, and I just kind of stared out, and I was like, you know what? I ain't never getting embarrassed again. That ain't happening. I am telling you, that's not happening again. And so I'm only saying is, if the portal, right, as soon as it's a little hard, let's either transfer or
exactly. That's my problem.
And guys, I'm not on this call. I'm not making fun of the player. I'm not, because money's money and I get it. I'm making it an NCAA issue, and I get the fact you may have made a wrong choice at one school. Got it. I get it, right? Hey, I chose this school.
Uh-oh.
That's all right. We think we lost. He'll come back.
That's a good thing, probably.
But no, I mean, I agree with him that kids don't understand or don't want to fight through adversity. And I see that as a issue because, you know, I don't, besides Mr. Kozlowski, the four-year starter, very few people start for 4 years. You have to work and earn your spot.
Exactly.
And you're not going to get anything handed to you. So it teaches you that, okay, he's back.
Oh,
That's
God.
all right. You're good. You're good.
Oh, we got a lot accomplished while you were gone, Bobby.
Can you hear me?
We were just we can hear you. We were just talking about the same thing as you, like fighting through adversity pays off. You learn how to earn your spot. Like you said, I'm never going to let this happen to me again. You can continue your story. I was just saying that.
Go ahead, Bobby. You there?
Oh, you muted yourself.
Oh.
You hit mute on yourself. You muted yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now you're good. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Now
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can't hear you. It's crazy.
You can't hear it. You can't hear us now. Okay. That's all right. Hold on.
What
I
did you
can't hear
do?
you. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on.
Can you hear now? Now? Anything? No?
Would you have
Anything
earphones
now?
in? Look at him. God, this goes
No,
back
it's
to
all right.
UConn sitting in class. He looks like he's lost in class. Like, I remember this moment back at UConn. He's like,
No, he should be fine. He should be fine. He's got to be on his computer. He's got to be on his computer. But yeah, I was just saying that being able to fight through adversity and everything, that makes you a better person. It makes you a better player. And I think we're losing that. And, we're bringing in like, cause even in the NFL. Oh, can you hear now?
Hello?
Can you hear us now?
Let's sign off as I'm back in.
Okay.
there you go.
Even though in the
There we
NFL.
There we go. I'm back. What the freak just happened?
Can you hear?
Yeah, now I can. That was the weirdest thing ever. I was on my soapbox, but I'm sorry, guys. All right, go ahead.
You can get back on your soapbox. You
That
never
was the weirdest thing. I could not hear you. Okay. So because this is important, because I don't want people to think I'm a big jerk over here. I really don't. All right, because I'm really one of the nicest guys ever. All right, so I don't blame the kids. I don't blame the kids. I really don't. I just think that there's some type of moral fiber that's being eroded, which really upsets me. Okay, I told the story. I'm built, and Kaz is built, and I think you're built. I remember getting to UConn, seeing Dave Franks, third-round draft pick from the Cowboys. The guy was like a man among boys, and telling my dad on the phone booth, I don't think this is what I want it to be cracked up to be, and it's hot, and my mom's chicken cutlets, the food's different, there's no air condition, okay? And so I'm in the phone booth, and you know what my dad says? Son, I don't care if you never paid down. You ain't coming home. Boom.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there holding the receiver going, right? So society is parents, the kids, it's just too easy. It's too easy. I don't know. Again, please don't hold,
No, you generated a little bit of a discussion.
Yeah.
We have a commenter, our favorite Hans Gruber, who said to both Mr. Kozlowski and Mr. Kozlowski, you're both legends and he loves you. the problem, this is this mentality of get rich quick with the youth. Southwest Carpenters Training Fund offers amazing pathways into carpentry. Custodians, waste management, landscapers can make bank. And on one of my other shows that my co-host says there's a lack of sweat equity with this generation. They just want the payoff. They don't want this. They don't want to work for it. They want the 6-figure job with the 4-week vacation and the pension and the 401k and all that, but they don't want to work for it. And he thinks that is the biggest issue. And I mean, we're seeing that now in football, not as much in basketball, but football is just getting crazy. And by the way, I was also informed Nick Evers did find a home. He committed to Missouri today.
Great.
But he will.
Nick, good luck. Good luck. It's nice and cold in Missouri. It's colder there than Stores. Hey, let me ask you a question.
He won't be a star.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that for a while that football, Brian, this is for you too, Brian and Steve, that football kind of immuned itself from that, right? It was like a special crew. It was a special mentality, right? You guys understand what I'm saying? It's a question. I'm asking it as a question. So because I feel like they penetrated that, right? Because like, I don't know, not for nothing. I don't know if you're on the, some other team and it didn't really work out. I don't know, just quit. You follow? But my question is, did football insulate itself from that mentality?
Good question, Bob.
Age before beauty.
I think that, I don't know, I think it's just the college football has just changed everything. It's, I don't know if it's the mentality. I still think the kids work hard. They got to get there. And,
absolutely.
But I think it's, just what they've opened up to these kids, doing all this stuff with this money and everything, I think has changed the mentality of these kids. Now that's what it's all about. So I think it's just college football in general. I think the kids are still great kids. They're great athletes. They're great players.
Agreed.
Now they just got this motive of making money, and it should have been left to the pro part of it, getting the money, and that was your goal. But this is where we're at, and that's the reality of college football now. So it's
you said something was powerful. It's not a lack of working hard, because those kids still work hard. I just want to be very clear, right? So we agree they work very hard. But what is it a lack of then? What would you say? If it's not a lack of working hard, because they work their asses off to get where they are. Nobody can play at a Division I program without working hard. What is it a lack of then? Understanding, commitment. What is it?
Well, I think, like I said, it's just all about money and where they can get and what they're getting out of their university now. It's not really of you representing their university. It's about what that university gives you. So it's the exact opposite of what it used to be. You used to go get a scholarship. That was awesome. You got fed. You got housing. You got your books. You got
you appreciated it.
Yeah, most of the time you got
did you get a comfortable apartment sleeping in the same room with Moonsey and Lyndon Johnson? Did you get a comfortable apartment too?
That was very comfortable back in the day. We snuggled very nicely.
Oh, are you talking about
9x9?
The Celeron or carriage house one you were in? No.
I can't get too serious.
In the summer I did, yes.
See, when the great philosopher up there starts philosophizing, we need to make him Aristotle's. We got to get him grounded somewhere. He's very, very good.
So our commenter says a lack of transparency, accountability, and responsibility amongst teachers and parents. Parents need to make sure kids get to school, do the work at home, and teachers need to be effective. And
I like that, Hans. Yeah, transparency.
He comes on most of our shows, so we love him.
Does he?
And I think it really comes down to selfishness. They're thinking of themselves.
I like that.
And you know, if school A can pay me this and school B can pay me this, if the discrepancy you're talking is millions, maybe I get that, but I still, I don't know if I would have left UConn for $1 million to go to Boston College. Like I just can't see myself doing that, because those are my brothers. Those are my teammates. Those are guys who I've been friends with for life.
Well, take a step back. Let's be honest. $1 million is a lot of money.
Yeah,
okay, so that would be an economic decision. Okay, hey, my family. Okay, but nobody is getting $1 million at UConn. You follow what I'm saying?
No, you're right. No.
So now we're talking about 150, 75, 50,000. Like,
yeah,
dude, I'm not moving for that. No way.
Well, the good part is they're increasing the budget for football. We're supposed to be going up to $3 million and then eventually get to $6 million within the next 4 years.
It's because Koz finally came through, Steve. He finally came through. He's actually going to spend the communion money and give it to the donation to the university.
Saint Benedict there is going on a fundraising campaign.
You know what he said to me today? I told you guys this in the pre. He's like, "Can you call the guy by his real name? Because I always call you Sully." And you said when I called you Sully, it's okay. You can call me Sully. And I said,
"You're Robert. You're Mr. Robert Belcuore. What am I going to tell you? My name's Steve Cully. People call me Cully."
So he says, Bobby Christ, call him by his right name. It's his podcast. I said, okay, I'm going to go with Steve then. I'm not going to even do that. That's why I keep doing Steve.
No, you can call me Cully. Everyone calls me Cully. It's fine.
So combine the Steve and the Cully part.
The Sully works. Yeah, I mean, I get it. You put it together. Now, if my friends in college hear this and they start calling me Sully, then we're going to have a problem. But you can call me anything you want. And Koz is the greatest man on the planet. He tells you this before the show. Koz is sticking up for me. I love it.
He's like, Bobby, Jesus, call him by his right name. It's his podcast. Koz, tell him before the game we went to. This is another good story. I told myself we can do it, but Koz, tell the story. How me, you, and Pete Gasparino, another great player.
Oh, I got to get him on. Yes,
pro wrestler.
Yeah.
He actually wrestled The Rock, which is pretty impressive.
I know he did. I love him.
So Gas was
we meet Bobby and his wife and his lovely daughter, and so we're at a sushi restaurant. And the little guy's taking us to our table, and so,
a little guy. What do you mean a little guy? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, he was small, and so so Robert, he sits us down. He's Oriental or I don't know what he was, but it might have been Japanese.
Oriental. That's not appropriate.
Yeah, he's Asian American.
He's Asian American. Okay,
yeah.
He's one of those.
All right.
So Robert goes, he sits us down at our table, and before Robert sits, he bows to him.
You did not. You bowed to him?
But he bowed to me. He bowed to me first.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. For this. And he bows back. Oh, it was classic.
I bowed back.
So good.
What else was I supposed to do? So these guys start busting my chops, the whole freaking thing in front of my kid and my wife. The guy bows to me, I bow back. I don't know. It's respectful, right?
It is a sign of respect.
Such a kick out of that.
That is a sign of respect. That is a sign of respect.
But it was classic. I was just like, okay.
I would have fell over if I saw that. I would have fallen over.
I did.
We had a blast. We went to the FAU game because Koz, me, and Gavin are in Florida, right? So we went to the game. We had a blast. It was so good to see Koz. And so I'm telling my daughter, this freaking meathead over here, and Gasparino's another meathead. His elbows look like their knees. They're all swollen from wrestling, okay? Looks like he's walking on his elbows. I said, Lexi, can you imagine these two meatheads always had a double team Dad? And Koz is going every time every time I try to hurt
you guys were doing hand placement at the bar Friday night. The night we went to the Air Force game. You're fighting. You're doing the hand placement. No, it's supposed to be here. It's supposed to be there.
We would double team Bob, and I would just bring forearms into his rib cage as hard as because oh god, it was so good.
It's crazy because I'm looking at these two big dudes now. They're big, and I'm going, I don't feel like I'm that big. I feel like I'm fat, and I'm going, how fair is this in the game of football that these two guys got to double team me? It's like there's nothing fair about it.
There's nothing fair about it. No,
nothing fair about it. Yeah.
No.
So I'm transferring in the portal.
Yes, we're putting you in the portal.
Yeah.
You know what?
I don't want to be double teamed.
The Pavia kid from Vanderbilt, who got an 8th year of eligibility. I think he's going for a 9th year. So
he's not playing again.
He's going to apply for a 9th year of eligibility. Yes.
No way.
Koss, go back and play. Go back and play one more year.
Belcuore, I think
do it.
I think you can. I think you can make an application. I think you can apply for a waiver to go back.
Koss, just give us one more year, Koss.
But that's the other thing. You know, I got into a little spat with our quarterback Joe Fagnano and his family because I felt that he quit and abandoned his team.
And
I posted it publicly, and I got some angry voicemails from his family. But I'm like, you know, his reasoning was my issue.
What's the reason?
This guy's a 7th year senior. Okay.
Yep.
Your coach just leaves.
Yep.
Isn't it a time for you to step up and say, you know what?
Leader.
I'm going to take charge.
Leader,
guys,
step up.
We're playing in this bowl game. 100%. We're going to go out and dominate.
And guess what? You're exactly correct. Leaders step up in time.
That's what bothered me. And not that he's a 7th year senior. 7th year. He played 4 years and then transferred to UConn.
So then where did he go?
He went to Maine. He played 4 years there.
I know that. And then he came here. So where's he going now? What's he doing?
So he pulls out of the game, and the reason it upset me was because the team took a vote, and the vote was 40% wanted to play in the bowl game, 60% did not.
Where'd you get a vote?
Yeah, the players vote. The players voted. Yes. And
really?
I'm on the wrong planet. I'm on the wrong.
That's what I wanted to tell you.
Let's take a vote to see if we want to play. Guys,
they had a team meeting and took a vote.
I would play for free. I told the Cowboy Scout, I was like, Jason Garrett's father. I said, Coach, I'm just gonna be really honest with you. I'll play this game for free. That's who scouted us, me and Koss.
Yeah.
You know what he said to me? Don't you ever say that again. I said, Coach, I'm serious. I would play for free. I love this game so much I'd play for free. What the frig is going on? Well, let's get in the quad and take a vote.
That's what they did. That's what they did.
I'm so done. Guys, I love you. I'm in the wrong era.
And Fagnano says, well, if the team's not all in, I'm not playing. And
what about the other kid that was on the sidelines who didn't go in the game? And I like the announcer. There was an announcer, tough Italian coach, old school. I looked him up. What's his name? Who was announcing the game for Army. And by the way, just for the record, ain't no Army people going into the portal because you know what?
No,
they understand leadership and commitment. Okay, so that's why we got our asses handed.
So I don't think they can leave.
It's even better.
That was the other issue. Skylar Bell comes out and he says, "I'm playing in the game, and I'm getting guys who are going into the portal to play in the game." And he did. He got some guys that were going into the portal that were going to opt out to play in the game. Mm. He says he's playing in the game. He plays one series. Takes himself out.
Did you see it? Did you see the announcer? What the announcer said? Hey, listen.
I heard about it.
I'm making some enemies today.
And Skylar Bell was the first All-American we've ever had. I would have felt better if he just opted out. He's a possible day 2 pick. Fine. Joe Fagnano is a day 2 pick.
God, make no mistake about this. Everybody on this podcast, listen to me carefully. There is life after football. Okay? not too many people are going to play like my boy Koz. I think you said 15 years. If I'm not mistaken, it's 16 years, right, Brian?
15. 15's good, Bob.
My apologies. We're 15.
Yeah, but
okay.
You're right.
There's life after football. You will never, ever make it if you don't get the core values down, which is finish strong and the grit. You're not going to make it. As soon as it gets you out, I'm telling you, in your marriage, you're not going to make it. I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to make it in trying to build a company, working for somebody. It's not going to work. I don't know how to say it. You might be upset with me. You might be pissed off.
No.
You don't win like that in the long run. You just don't. I don't care if you're an All-American. And by the way, I don't know if he's the only first All-American we've had. We've had All-Americans.
He's the first FBS All-American. But yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
We didn't play against anyone. But again, this goes back to what I say. Myself, you, Koz, we have all had to fight and work to overcome adversity. We don't run away from an obstacle. We overcome it.
Steven, ask Brian in his 15-year career, how many games he missed in 15 years? Start there. Go ahead, ask him.
Brian, Koz, how many games in his 15-year career?
I never missed practice. I never sat out of practice. I always practiced.
Wait. So wait, you just stole my punchline. So you never missed a game in 15 years. This is what I'm trying to say. Okay.
No practice.
So how many practices? Ask him how many practices he missed. He just told you, but ask him again.
Mr. Kozlowski, sir, how many practices?
Zero. I could hobble around and practice.
15-year NFL career.
Yeah, go Google that and find out if anybody did that. And now we got guys vote. This is what I'm trying to say.
That's what I'm trying to say too. That's why I wanted to talk about it.
We're going to get around and we're going to vote. This guy never missed a game. 15-year NFL career. Never missed a practice. Just built differently. I can tell you this. When it comes to foxhole, guess who I want in my foxhole? That guy. That guy's going in my foxhole. All that other nonsense, give me your bullets. I'm going to take the bullets. I'll load my gun. I'll shoot you so I can get your bullets. You follow what I'm saying? It's a different mentality. Different mentality.
Hans Gruber said that everything that you said could get people a master's degree. He said you should be hosting community events, and you give strong assessment. You would give strong assessment scores because you're basically not a person who phones it in.
Thank you. Hans Gruber is awesome.
I like Hans. I'm going to start following Hans. You know,
yes,
I'm going to tell you, I'm probably not going to be invited back on the show though. This is a good way to get knocked off the show.
Are you kidding me?
They only like me when I tell the funny stories. You guys
get the highest viewership on the show. That's it. You're the best.
That's because we tell stupid stories.
You could have your own show. But that's what I'm talking about. You know, I think we're just wired differently that way. Where, I mean, I didn't play in the NFL. I played in NFL Europe. I played in Canada. I played arena. But I never missed practice. I never missed a game. You can't because, as Koz knows.
Pretty good as a lineman.
Well, yeah.
It's great.
You know what? Koz knows someone's going to take your job if you miss a game.
That's right.
Me and Brian were on this. We took a call, me and Brian, before we got on this call. I was like, I can't believe this guy wants us on again. Right, that's the little call. No. Well, let me just say it. So we started talking, and I don't know what came up. He's like, "Oh, we were talking about old players." This is how it went. I was like, "Hey, Koz, did you play with Anthony Miller and Sam Payne?" No. This is how it started. He goes, "I wonder whatever happened to Collis, Jim Collis. They used to call him Cowboy. He was out of his mind. He was the offensive coordinator. He was the offensive coordinator. Spags was the defensive coordinator. They were young. They were ripping through the college campus. So." Truth told, I think Cowboy threw a chair to William and Mary's press box. They got fired, and Collis went to Cincinnati. So we started this discussion, and I was like, yeah, Collis went to Cincinnati as an offensive coordinator. And I said, Koz, you remember Sam Payne, Barry Robinson? They were with me. They were really aggressive kids from Florida. They went to Cincinnati. And then I said, what about Anthony Miller? Because Anthony Miller was a starting tight end my freshman year. Koz came in. We're the same age, but he did the JUCO. And he said, I beat that kid out. I'm really pissed. So why are you pissed? He goes, because they have me starting 43 games, not 44. The kid's 60 years old. He's still upset that he didn't get the start.
I don't know why he didn't, because I was out on the field the first snap of the game.
My God, that's great.
So now you're talking about 44 starts, even in college, right? And I used to always say, dude, I think that was one of my biggest things, is to start 44 games and never miss a game. I mean, but to take it to 15 years in the NFL, that's off the chart. I would never think about missing a game, a practice. Like, are you kidding me? That doesn't even register in my fiber. Like, Brian, help me out here. Are you kidding me?
No, it's just, I don't know. It's just something I've always ingrained in my head. But plus, especially in the NFL, you can't miss anything, because then someone comes in, takes your job. So, especially for me, I was always on the bottom of the totem pole, so I always had to prove myself every single year. So, and you did. And wait, hopefully not hearing that phone call after camp and making another team. So.
And that's what's so remarkable. And I had so much fun getting to hang out with you guys.
It was good.
It's a memory. And I post my picture with Koz. I love doing that. It's just phenomenal. But you guys, I love talking to the guys that came before me and hearing how things didn't change. Hans Gruber, I would have benched Rudy.
I love that guy.
What?
He said I would have benched Rudy at Notre Dame.
Where are you seeing that?
I have the comments that come up.
Oh, you got the comments.
Yeah.
I gotta give a little shout out to Chappie's kid. I think
did he get signed?
I think he's at New Mexico State or New Mexico, one of those.
Wow.
So, good.
So you got to look at, and I think
I posted a video for him.
Yeah,
beautiful.
So,
I'll make sure to put that.
That guy is a ball hawk. You want to talk about a ball hawk?
I saw his film, man.
There ain't nobody like a ball hawk. I think he's number 2 or number 1 in 16. Nobody knows stats.
I'm so furious that we didn't take him.
How many?
He's a 30-plus game starter. Yes, you are correct. If that's what you're talking about,
I'm talking about his dad, stats wise. I think he ball hawk. I think he had 16 interceptions. Number 1 or number 2, if I'm not mistaken. You know all the stats better than anybody.
He was an. Well, see, there's adversity. He started out. He played receiver. He wasn't playing much. And what did he do? He went over and played safety, and then lit it up for played 2 years.
Lit it up.
And he could hit. He wasn't afraid to hit. Played, kick return,
punt return.
He was a
ball hawk. All over the ball. Wherever the ball was, he was. His arms were this big.
But he could run.
He could run, and he had a nose for the ball. You can't teach it. He had a nose for the ball. He was a ball hawk.
He did.
I'll give you one other question. Both of you guys are successful off the field, and you're both business owners. What got you into wanting to run your own business, and how would you say, because we had a discussion about this, taking steps to get there? Is it something that you just have to make a plan and stop saying, I'm going to do it tomorrow, I'm going to do it tomorrow, I'm going to do it tomorrow, and just do it? Or was it something that was always your dream and you worked for it and that's what you did?
I'll go first. So, I think ultimately, personally, I always wanted to take the harder road, right? So one of my favorite quotes is that the will to win is not nearly as impressive as the will to prepare to win. Because if you pulled all those players and you say, hey, you guys want to win? Not one of them would be like, nah, I'm good at losing. They're all going to be like, I want to win. But ask them how many want the will to win and what to do, right? Okay, you want to win, then you need to do this. You need to do this. You need to do this. So I think I went into my own business because I think it was the harder of the two. That's why.
Yeah. And you've had success. You brought on great people, and you've grown your company. And that is what is so impressive. And Kaz, the same thing with you. I mean, I called you.
Well, my company's really not mine, Cully. It's my good buddy from Atlanta. So, I'm
sorry.
I work in there, but it's a good buddy of mine from Atlanta that got me into this.
Yeah, but the model is you build your own book of business.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You're your own. Yeah, you do as well as you do.
Yeah, you're the only guy that sells PNC insurance with your shoes untied. I know. I like that look.
That's right.
Kaz doesn't tie his shoes. He keeps them open.
And then, what would be? Is there a certain major needed if you want to get into insurance? That was the other.
Nothing. Nope. You just go past the test. It's like the life insurance too. It's the same thing. You just go past that side of the test, and you can get working there pretty quick. And shoot, look at a lot of those guys with Belcuore, like Eric Schmidt. All those guys went into the life insurance, and they're doing phenomenal. So it's definitely a great road for guys that are coming out. Then it just matters what you put into it,
Right. Okay. And Hans Gruber also says the book, The Genius in All of Us, develops this grit mentality. It opens with athletes who are so passionate they became legends. Ted Williams is featured as the book explores grit, and it examines why most people don't live up to their full potential. So he said to read that.
So Hans, I'm going to read that book, and I tell you this, I kid you not.
Wow.
When I interview somebody, right, this is what I'm always asking them. I need three things. Three things have to come. Do you have grit? Are you coachable, or do you know it all? And do you have some type of moral compass? And then if I get that, then I'm like, we need to move to results driven. So that's what it is. All right.
And
I think.
Do you set goals for 2026 as well for yourself and your company, your employees?
I've been setting goals since I was in ninth grade, and I still have the ninth grade goals. And that's not a joke. I really do. Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Kaz, you do too?
It was in ninth grade. It was to be like Kaz. It was like to be like Kaz.
All right. The last question: Indiana or Miami?
Indiana.
I think
they're going to beat them pretty good. They're just too solid. I mean, that team flies. I don't know what that coach does to them, but those kids fly around on offense, defense, special teams.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, I mean, I think.
I know it's in Miami's neck of the woods. So, Kaz 82.
Yeah, but they can only get half the tickets, can't they?
Yes, they can. You're correct on that. Yes, they have to split the tickets.
You guys are so smart. You're like college football gurus, you two guys.
No, it's a bowl game. They have to split the tickets.
Oh, God. Bob would be right in your backyard. Bob, you should go. It's right down the street from your house.
It's in Fort Lauderdale. No, where is it? It's in Miami.
It's right in Miami. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, we should go. Maybe we should go. Can we get tickets, bro? You got a lot of money. Just cough up the money.
Yeah. Go look at the secondary market ticket prices.
Sully, don't worry about it. He's got you too. Coley, he's gonna get you taken care of.
I'll get my flight.
There you go.
So who do you like, Mr. Belcuore?
I'm with Kaz. Indiana flies around and they smack people. And I remember Greg Williams from North Carolina just fly around. If you don't know what to do, fly around and just hit somebody. And that's what they do. Fly the freak around and just hit somebody. I got to tell you, who didn't fly around that much this year is we at UConn. I was like, wow, we sometimes on defense we don't fly around. We were very
poor defensively. Yeah,
we don't fly around. It's kind of like playing on your heels.
The tackling was atrocious.
Bad,
no, it's bad. that 3-3-5 we played was a mess, and
you got to grab cloth. You got to grab cloth, and pull in. They
don't even teach that anymore. They teach
they should.
They teach the gator roll tackle where you wrap around and then you roll.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
It's a great way to miss tackles. Yeah. Gator roll.
I have to thank both of you. Another
Steve,
great.
I love you. I really do. I want you to know that I truly want to publicly say I really do. I love you. What you do and what you're trying to do is so honorable.
I appreciate that.
Personally, I mean that wholeheartedly. Guys, if we could, let's just get behind Steve. He relentlessly does not stop trying to promote the University of Connecticut. I don't think there's
all we can.
Yeah, thank you for having me on. Kaz,
hey, thank you.
Kaz, you're the man. I really appreciate everything you've done for me and being able to.
Oh no, it's been awesome. No problem.
You get to it. You got filmed in my documentary, which is going to be hilarious. You're going to be.
Oh boy!
Wow!
I can't wait for that. So
all I ever wanted to be was number 82, right there. I love you guys.
Meathead.
Robert,
man.
Brian Kozlowski, the two legends. I'm Steve Cully, the best podcast host in the universe. Remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges, throw them